Real Madrid interested in some Manchester United players, one of them being Rasmus Hojlund. Could they be ready to spend big? Is there any chances of that move happening realistically? INEOS' deal has been approved by the Premier League, but not the FA. What's going on with the takeover? Ten Hag speaks about players he's been impressed by this season. Lindelof exit, more rumours around that, more rumours around new contracts for players ins and outs. So let's dive into all the latest Manchester United news. Please do hit that like button and, of course, subscribe down below if you're new, starting with the Hojlund news. It was said, according to reports in Madrid, Real Madrid are planning a shock move for Rasmus Hojlund. The scouts were sent to watch the Man United striker. Real Madrid also have an interest in Garnacho as well. And I've said this, give us Tchouaméni and 150 million and I might give you Rasmus Hojlund. Tchouaméni and 150 million, Real Madrid, and you can have them. Because for me, I know it's early days, but I love Rasmus Hojlund. For me, he's absolutely untouchable. Do I think Hojlund will go to Real Madrid? No. Do I think Real Madrid are interested in Hojlund? Yes. They've lost Benzema. They need a long-term striker. The striker market's Harry Kane's at Bayern. He's aging. Lewandowski's done. Look at the striker market right now. There's not that. I mean, Haaland. You look at Haaland, that is probably who they want. The striker market in football is falling. And Rasmus Hojlund is looking like one of the best up-and-coming strikers in the market. But he turned down PSG for United. He turned down a higher wage at PSG for United. Rasmus Hojlund's a massive United fan. This is the club of his dreams. He's only been here a season. I can't see him leaving. He's dreaming of Manchester United. So I think we're safe with Hojlund. One player I think could go to Madrid in the future is Alejandro Garnacho. There was obviously rumours about Garnacho having a release clause in his contract. We know that Garnacho was from Spain. I know he plays for Argentina, but he is from Spain. He's been from Madrid. And we know that he was also a massive Real Madrid fan. He gets asked about Real Madrid and Barcelona. He always says Real Madrid, Real Madrid. He loves Ronaldo. I think potentially Garnacho's one. Not that I don't think I could see him going anywhere in the next year or two. But maybe if Real Madrid had a concrete interest in Garnacho, that's one that might be more difficult to hold on. I know that Garnacho loves United. He's happy at United. I can see him here for the next few years of his career for development. But he's probably the player that I'd be more worried about making that switch to Real Madrid. But there's not much concrete news on that. Now, going into Hojlund, Laurie Whitwell did a really, really good report about Hojlund, what he's been doing in training. And these were just some elements of what Laurie Whitwell had said. And then I want to show you this statistic. And he said that Rasmus Hojlund has benefited from the advice of Robin van Persie. And they've recently had long conversations in Carrington in training, and that Rasmus Hojlund devotes long hours to his recovery after matches, and that apparently the Aston Villa goal was a training routine. Rasmus Hojlund has his back turned to goal and anticipates Maguire winning the duel. So Manchester United actually do something in training. Manchester United do practice set pieces in training, which sometimes you wouldn't believe. But no, I'm happy that something they've done in training has come off on the pitch as well. I'm happy that we scored the goal. I'm happy Maguire's playing well. I'm happy Hojlund's playing well. I'm happy with happy-ish with United at the moment. I can't be happy with United at the moment, but a couple wins under the belt, a couple good individual performances, and I'm very, very happy with Rasmus Hojlund. As I said, 150 million and Tchouaméni, please. But what was interesting and what Laurie Whitwell highlighted was this, which I want to get into. And he said, this is Rasmus Hojlund's passes received from other Man United forwards this season, showing a big lack of service as well. The yellow arrow represents chances created. Rashford's created 1, 2, 3, 4 chances created for him. Garnacho's created 2, and Anthony's not even created a chance for Hojlund. Like, who's had 6 chances created for him by his forwards in 20 games? 6. That is nearly a chance created for him 1 in every 3 games. That is mad. He's absolutely mad. That just shows why when he wasn't scoring, I didn't think he was the problem, because his all-round game is good. I thought the guy is getting no service. What can he do? One more transfer story to get into before we get into the takeover news, but I want to get into this. We spoke about this a bit yesterday. Lindelof exit. Apparently, United are willing to offer Victor Lindelof to Inter to see if they can go and get Pavard again. We know that they really wanted Pavard. Maguire wouldn't leave. Glazers didn't spend the money. Pavard went to Inter. Pavard apparently initially wanted United. He's been very, very good at Inter. We give Lindelof a new contract, looking to sell him, get a bit of money for him. Potentially, we could use Lindelof in a deal for Pavard. I mean, look, Lindelof's a significant downgrade on Pavard. But look, if that's what United want to do, that's what they might do. Under Ten Hag, they liked Pavard, but INEOS isn't here. The sporting director isn't here. Ten Hag's future isn't known. It looks like he's safe for now, but it isn't known. I wouldn't really take this report seriously. I wouldn't take many reports seriously. If it comes out Romano's mouth, you know that United are interested in them. But even still, the director of football isn't in. You don't know what Omar Barada and whoever it is is going to be thinking about transfers. So you always have to remember that. In regards to the takeover, because let's speak about this, it was said that the Premier League have approved Sergio Ratcliffe's 25% stake in Man United. All that remains is approval from the FA, which is according to the SEC filing. So Sergio Ratcliffe's deal for United 25% stake has been approved. It was said that the deadline for Sergio Ratcliffe to complete 25% investment in Man United has been extended. He originally had till midnight on Tuesday to finalise his deal, but he now has a further 72 hours. So Ratcliffe deal done. Ratcliffe did approve. There's just final things that need to be done, and I think that will be bish bosh bosh done this week. And once that is done, I think we're going to get movement on director of football. Once we get movement on director of football, we can actually look at the transfer news and say, okay, there could be something in this. But I think for now, till we don't know our director of football, till the deal is not approved, all that other information, you just have to be like, well, we know we want this kind of centre back. We know we want this kind of midfielder. We know we want a right winger, but I think we just don't know until maybe March when that director of football is in and things start moving within the club. That's what I say. Guys, do hit that like button if you have not already. And of course, subscribe down below for the new if you do want to stay up to date with all the latest Manchester United news, transfer news, takeover, and news and more. And Ten Hag spoke about some of the stars that he's been very pleased with this season, which I want to dive into. He spoke on Kobbie Mainoo and he said right now he's progressing from match to match, and that's what great talents are. They rise to the challenge every time and they quickly reach higher levels. That's what he's done, and we are very happy to see him play football. He started speaking about Kobbie Mainoo, and I have to say, we all saw Kobbie Mainoo in pre-season. We all had expectations for Kobbie Mainoo this season to potentially break into the side and think he could be an important and good player. But I don't think anyone expected Kobbie Mainoo to break in the side and be as good as he's been in the terms of being almost our best and the most important midfielder. I was like, Kobbie Mainoo is a profile we lack. We could mould him, and he might be like Garnacho, where he plays a bit off the bench. He plays in the smaller games. He might start here and there. But I didn't think that Kobbie Mainoo would just walk into that squad and then just start every game since, because he's been that good. I didn't think he'd be that ready, that mature, that composed on the ball. When Kobbie Mainoo has the ball at his feet, he's so composed on it. He can take like 1-2 touches. The way he can touch the ball, control the ball is immense. He's levels ahead of his age. He's so mature. He's levels ahead of his age. And I think he's right to that challenge because, 18 just to step into the first team squad. And it's not like he's stepping into a really good, really stable squad with experienced players behind him. He's stepping into a messy squad with a lot of problems, and he looks comfortable. He looks in place. He looks absolutely brilliant. And fair play to Mainoo. He's really, really impressed me because I knew he's a good player and I knew that he was going to have a role this season. But I think he's defied expectations in the sense of, I didn't think he could just walk in the team like that. I thought he has potential to, the ability to. I always knew how good Mainoo was. We saw it in pre-season, but I thought it's going to be very different when the season starts. He's so young. He's 18. Talking of another player that's really, really impressed me, and Ten Hag said this on Lindelof. Everyone gets criticism, but he is a fantastic player who's developing well. He can play in many positions and he's improving and crossing. He can score and his defending is improving. I'm pleased with him. Dalot's really improved this season. These last few months, I've really seen an all-round improvement in Diogo Dalot. His ability to invert, his ability to go into midfield, his ability to create space for Garnacho through underlaps, his ability to overlap his wingers. He looks better with Garnacho than he did with Anthony. I think defensively, his defensive awareness has improved from tracking back and making blocks. And something about Dalot is he just works incredibly hard. You can't dislike Dalot. He's one of the hardest working players in the United squad. Going in to the last bit of the video, I wanted to talk about Lisandro Martinez, and Ten Hag said that he's worried, as all the fans are, about Martinez. Everyone knows why he brought in Martinez. He's winning mentality. He's a fantastic footballer, a great defender, good with the ball, and very important for our game. Ten Hag spoke about how big the Martinez injury is, because Martinez is very important for Manchester United. Ten Hag spoke about the importance of having a left-footed centre-back, how that's important to him, how Martinez is key in his mentality, and that's going to be a big miss. And I think it is. Hopefully he will be back sooner rather than later. Don't want to rush him back, but I feel like our build-up now that Martinez isn't around has just dropped off so much. It's so frustrating how much our build-up's dropped off, and I just think maybe we need a two centre-backs, someone that's going to mirror Martinez in case he gets injured again, because we're so reliant on this guy. And I think Ten Hag is so reliant on this guy, and that's the worrying thing about this season. But he's a great player, Martinez. He's got that winning mentality. He works harder with back. But you can already see the drop-off when Martinez doesn't play. We need, Mainoo's brilliant for the midfield. Martinez is brilliant for the defence. Hojlund's brilliant for the attack. But we need more, because if one of those isn't available, bosh. Anyway, other statistic, Man United have played 4 games with Mainoo and Casemiro pivot, and they've won all 4. As well, and both of them have contributed to 3 goals and assists, so bish bash bosh on that. Please do smash the likes, please do subscribe. See you next time, and bye.